Hi guys, welcome back to another video at Pratham Test Prep. This is your host Sanjeet Bhatia, back again with another video. And today we are here to discuss legal affairs that are important for CLAT and AILET. Very important session for the people who are going for the CLAT examination. You can definitely watch this section, and I'll be covering some of the very recent news that have happened in the country very recently. Hi Rupika, hi Harshita. I hope everybody is doing good. Okay, so today there are some very important things that I want to discuss. Before you are going for the CLAT exam, make sure that you have a strategy to fill the OMRs, right? And that is something really, really important for all of you to understand. If you haven't seen the OMR, how it looks like and how to fill it, please try practicing it right now. Okay, so before we move ahead, a like, share, and subscribe would be great. That makes us get motivated to make more videos for you guys. Now, you can also join our Telegram channel that is under the name of CLAT@Pratham. You can be a part of that channel and definitely subscribe to it and go ahead and access all the free material that have been uploaded in the last 2 years. Okay, so that is a free material, and everything that you get, you can definitely go there and take your free material on that subscribed group, right? So that is one thing that you can do. If you are looking for some personalized counseling, you want some mock tests, or you are looking for some of the mentorship programs that we have, you can definitely give us a call on 5x9755392. That can be done. So starting for the first legal affair for the day, that is that the Madhya Pradesh High Court is the first in the country to extend the video conferencing system to all district hospital, juvenile justice boards, and family courts, right? So you can see that as COVID wave has hit our country really hard, the courts have also tried to ingrain every part of the society so that justice can be given to all the people who are there, right? So the Madhya Pradesh High Court is the first one in the country to do that, and they have revealed that around 1864 video conferencing systems have been installed at all district courts, hospitals, jails, railways, and juvenile courts across the state, which is very, very important as it gives a digitalized justice system that is there for everyone in the country, which is very, very important, because in these COVID times people are not able to go to the courts or go and file complaints, because some people are very scared of the exposure that is there right now in the world, right? So that is something which is really important right now, that such steps are helping people to get justice in the country. So there definitely Madhya Pradesh High Court was the first one in the country to do that, as none of the other courts have done it. So you can also see that they've also told them to go ahead and develop it in juvenile courts also and hospitals also, right? So that is very, very important, because children are on stake in juvenile justice boards, and this online conferencing will definitely help a lot of people out in very difficult scenarios that they would be facing in these cases. Chaliye, so that is the first news of the day. I hope that is very, very clear to all of you who are watching the video right now. Now, coming to the next part is that the Kavar Yatra, right? This has been in news for a long now, as we've been discussing. As you know, that people walk from one state to another on foot, and they carry out this yatra, right? And they stay in camps and tents in between. People provide them with food, water, every other supplies that they need during the time when they are on the road, right? So this yatra is cancelled in Uttar Pradesh after the Supreme Court took on the suo moto intervention. As you know, that suo moto is when the Supreme Court is taking the intervention on their own. They are coming in front on their own, right? So the suo moto cognizance that was taken by the Supreme Court in this case regarding Kavar Yatra, the Supreme Court has said that to Uttar Pradesh High Court that the COVID-19 pandemic, like the should be kept a priority, and has urged the state on Friday to prioritize health of citizens over religious sentiments, right? So that is also there. Now you've understood the suo motu intervention that the Supreme Court has done on even on the decision of the Uttar Pradesh government, right? So they have told them to not undergo any of these things, right, because of the pandemic that is in the country right now, as we are on the onset of expecting the third wave. So that is what the Supreme Court has told the Uttar Pradesh government, to not prioritize the health of the citizens over religious sentiments. As you all know, right to health is under the free fundamental rights, and right to religion is also there in the fundamental rights, but the court has also prioritized health over such religious sentiments. So that has to be taken into consideration. Okay, so that is something that you have to remember. Now coming to the next news for the day, that is the trans persons have the right to live anywhere in the country as per their wish. Okay, that is what there have been a lot of judgments regarding the transgenders and the LGBT community in our country after there has been a lot of laws that were there. They were removed the law that was very important, which criminalized the LGBTQA plus, all these categories of people, right? So that is something that you have to remember. Now as it has been decriminalized, there are a lot of cases that are coming up regarding the rights of the people who are there, because they were denied a lot of rights before, right? So now it is something that they are asking about their rights. As we recently saw, there was a first transgender doctor of the country, also just graduated few days back. So you can also read that news. I have discussed that news in my YouTube channel itself, so you can definitely go up and find the video and see that for yourself. That is something that is really, really important right now. Now there was a bench of Justice S.S. Shinde and N.J. Jamadar, who was directed the Mumbai police to ensure that the petitioner, who was a trans person, is not harassed or forced to leave Mumbai city without his will. Okay, that's what the Supreme Court has said. Now this person who was on the case was being pushed out of the city. He was being forced to leave the city. Right now, what happened next was that the trans persons have the right to live anywhere in the country as per their wish. The Bombay High Court observed that on Saturday, directing the Mumbai police to protect the trans person who's being forced to leave Mumbai against his will. Right? The name of the case is Sangeeta M versus State of Maharashtra. This was the name of case. Right? Now you have to remember in such cases that you can see that what kind of unjustified moves are being done with the transgenders in the country, and this saddens us really, really bad to see such things happening, that the court has to part an order that someone has the right to live and live anywhere in the country freely, just because they are a transgender human being. They have been denied those rights. So that is really, really sad. So but the court has taken the right step and ensuring that the remedy is given to the person, and also told the police to give the protection to that person, so that he is not forced to leave Mumbai against his will. Right? So I hope this is also very, very clear to you guys. You don't have to use a lot of it's a no-brainer to understand, and it is also a very interesting news to everyone to hear also. Right? Now coming to the next part for the day, that is the accused is entitled to have his name redacted from the court orders once acquitted. Okay. Now there is something that the court has given, is the right to be forgotten. Right? That is like your name is removed from the court orders, right, once you're acquitted. Right? So that is what the court is saying. Right? A person who was an accused of committing an offense, who has subsequently acquitted, will be entitled to have his name redacted from the orders to protect his right of privacy. The court said that. Okay, that the person who has an accused of committing an offense, ठीक है, जिसने कर दिया ये offense and is accused of it, now and he's subsequently acquitted, will be entitled to name his removed, like his name redacted from the orders to protect his right to privacy, right? That is fine. The court is saying that is perfectly fine. So you can see that it is the right to privacy, so it is a fundamental right. Okay, so now the court has talked about it inside its judgments. Now an accused who was eventually acquitted of all the charges would be entitled to have his name redirected from the court orders pertaining to the crime he was earlier accused of, in order to protect his right to privacy. And that is a straightforward statement that the court has given, and I have quoted and unquoted the court, that what has the court has said and what is being given as an order by the justices in the court. Okay, so it is very straightforward, nothing very complicated in such news. I am here to discuss it very quickly for all of you, because I know everybody has scarcity of time. So I am definitely here for a short period of time so that it can be discussed very quickly and you can go back to your studies that you were doing for your CLAT examination, as only 3 days are left for the paper. So definitely the stress level is really high for people. So if they want to study, they can definitely go on and study after the session very quickly, right? Now coming to the next news, that the Karnataka High Court has urged the parliament to bring law on the legitimacy of the child. Now the court has said that there may be illegitimate parents, but no illegitimate children, right? The parents can be wrong, but how can the child be called an illegitimate child? Because that shouldn't happen. The parents are illegitimate, but the child is not. Right now, the High Court has urged the Parliament to bring a law on the legitimacy of the children. That how do we consider that who's a legitimate child and who's not? Right now, the High Court quashed a circular which had been directed that the second wife of a man and her children will not be eligible for compensate appointment if the marriage had taken place during subsequence of first marriage. Right, so that is what is being said, that the second wife of a man, okay, will not be eligible for compensated appointment. That is basically if the person dies on the duty, so for that compensated appointment, okay, for her children, that shouldn't happen, right? कि अगर उसके बच्चों को कॉम्पनसेटेड अपॉइंटमेंट चाहिए तो क्या वो हो सकता है कि नहीं, जब उन लोग की सेकेंड मैरिज उनके फर्स्ट पर्टेनिंग मैरिजेस के बीच में हुई हो तो, right? When the person is married to one person legally and then also he's having an like a relationship with the woman and he has a child from him or her. Okay, okay, do we need to study current affairs of 2 to 3 days before the exam? Shriji, I will not recommend you to do that. You can it's all your choice. If you want to, I recommend till 20th. Till 20th it would be fine. If you're reading the current affairs till 20th of July, that will be perfect. Okay, so that can be covered by you, that there is no problem in that. Okay, coming to the next part, that in this landmark judgment, the Karnataka High Court held there may be illegitimate parents, there cannot be illegitimate children, and law should therefore recognize the latter and confer them equal protection and rights. Okay, so the court has been very straightforward that illegitimate are the people and like the parents and not the children. Therefore, they should confer them equal protection and rights to them. So that is what is being said by the court here. So that is really important. The name of the case is K. Santosh versus Karnataka Power Transmission Corporation Limited. I'm pretty sure that's where the person wanted a compassionate appointment. That is where the place and the name of the person would be. The person who has done the case is K. Santosha, right? So I hope you are very clear about that. And this is the case where the Karnataka High Court even urged the parliament to bring a law on the legitimacy of the children. Okay, coming to the next news, that is that the sedation laws, right, as we have discussed, a lot of us have discussed regarding 124A, right? That is very important, and I have had a discussion particularly regarding section 124A on the sedation laws in India. You can go and watch my video on the same. Right now, the court has given a new reaction on the law. The court has said that the sedation laws was used by the Britishers against Mahatma Gandhi and Bal Gangadhar Tilak, now misused with no accountability from government. That is what the Supreme Court has said, that these kinds of laws are just being misused with no accountability by the government, right? And they just invoke the section on the people, right? So that is what they have been doing. So now the court has said that if the police wants to fix somebody, they can invoke section 124A, and everybody is little scared when this section is invoked. Okay, so that is what, because it is sedation, non-bailable offense, very high punishments, so everybody is kind of intimidated with this law. So this was the law that was being used in the times when Britishers were there against the freedom fighters like Mr. Mahatma Gandhi and Bal Gangadhar Tilak, right? So you can see that that is the court's observations are very, very on point, and here it is also on point. Now, section 124A of the Indian Penal Code provides the definition for sedation and criminalizes sedation, and which was used by the British government to quell the voices of Mahatma Gandhi and Bal Gangadhar Tilak before the country gained independence. Okay, so that is what the court has said, and these are the recent judgments. So you can see these kinds of things help you to improve your interpretation also when you are reading things of that sort, right? So this is really, really important for all of you guys to understand such languages that are being used by the court in such cases, right? So I guess this is it for today, guys. I hope you have been able to understand some of the cases that were there, some of the like observations of the court that have been put on the table by the court very recently. This is for the last week. I have selected these newses for the last week. You can definitely go ahead and read these newses. Okay, so these are very, very important for you. If you want to have um, a reading session on these newses, you can definitely go and read them on different websites that are there if you want to go in detail for them. But I don't know, like going for detail will not make sense right now. Just knowing the news is really important, so definitely go ahead for that, right? So thanks for joining this live session. I hope I was able to give you some more knowledge on the legal affairs that are going on in the country and what the courts have been doing in the cases that are coming in front of them. So I find it very interesting, and I hope you get these newses and improve your interpretation and your knowledge regarding the legal affairs that are going on in the country, in the courts right now. They will be really helpful for you while you are sitting for your CLAT examination, right? So thank you guys for joining the session. I hope you all take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay healthy, use your masks and hand sanitizers, and maintain social distancing. And if you are above 18, do get vaccinated, and definitely maintain your health because your exams are coming up. All the best, everyone. Take care. Hope to see you soon all again on the next session, which is on Wednesday. You can definitely join for a quick chat if you want to. If you have any doubt for the last days also, we can discuss that on our Wednesday session. So do join us. It will be an open session. I will try to keep it as an open session where we can discuss things about anxiety, how what to do in the paper, what should be a strategy. Everything of that sort can be discussed in that session that we'll have on Wednesday, right? So thank you everyone for joining. Hope to see you soon all again. Do hit the like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned to Pratham Test Prep, and do subscribe to the channel. Bye bye, guys. Take care.
Hello. Okay, thank you.